I sold an artist for $1,000 on a mixing and mastering and production project, and he liked the way that I sold him so much, and he literally hopped on and showed my clients exactly how he felt throughout the process. If you don't know me, my name is Antar. I'm a gold certified music producer. I've gotten a lot of success from placements, but sales is the way to go to actually make money for the rest of your life, not just for a season or waiting for a label to pay you. We're literally breaking the fourth wall between producers and artists. That way you get more of an understanding of how you can sell your beats directly to the artist. Watch back, grab some popcorn or a snack, and enjoy. Take some notes.
Let's go. What's up, boys?
What's going on?
Hey, the superstar.
What's going on, y'all?
All good, fam. All good. So, guys, this is Zach. Long story short, we're going to be running it back. A year ago, when I got into I was not working with as many artists that I wanted. So I started reaching out to the artists that I liked on Spotify. Zach was one of them. We ended up connecting. We made 2 songs together. One of them went to where is it at right now? The DTM song, Zach.
Overall, I think we got like 60, 70K. But it's
Yeah.
only been out for like a month and a half, 2 months.
Crazy. And we got like 10,000 streams chopped off because they thought that we were
Yeah,
botting. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, bro, who am I to bot? I'm just the guy, dude. I'm just making songs, dog.
You're just hating. And yeah, so he liked the way that we connected and we built a connection as a producer and artist. And there's a big gap right now between producers and artists because producers sound corny as shit and artists always feel like they're being sold to. And Zach is going through it right now. A lot of producers are trying to sell like us. So Zach, welcome up, brother. And if you can share your perspective on how you would be, how did you feel when you were being sold and all of that?
I mean, so you gotta understand this, right? If you're an artist and you have any traction whatsoever, I have 9 producers that have DM'd me in the last 30 minutes. Like, I'm not even famous. I'm just being honest with you, right? I got some traction. So I'm getting 15 to 20 producers or engineers or whatever that message me a day. Artists don't even hit you up really to do collabs or anything like that. Most of the time you're doing that yourself if you're an artist. So most of them do have a copy and pasted approach, right? But like I told Antar the other day, I said, dude, why is there a bunch of mini yous DMing me now, right? Like there's a bunch of people that sound like you messaging me. And he's the first person, right? Because my double life, right? I work in business. I'm a consultant, like a business consultant. I kind of do this type of stuff, right? Behind the scenes for a lot of businesses. He's the first person to ever message me, reach out to me. He's like, let's hop on a call. First of all, that's weird. Like producers don't do that. What do you mean hop on a call, bro? So you hop on a call. He's got good energy. Y'all know him. But yeah, he's doing a different thing. I think this time he's learning it. But I'm watching him put it out on social media, so I'm seeing like, oh, he's doing sales. This is literally like sales. But I've never seen anyone in music do that. And what you got to understand is it'll work because they're very susceptible. Because no one in music has seen that, especially independent artists. We're like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, you know what I mean? He's got the different methods he's teaching you guys. So the thing is, I'm a hard egg to crack just because of all the shit I just told you in the background, right? But the typical artist, what I hate, and I've said it a million times, I don't like producers that sell their beats like cheeseburgers. I don't like that shit. A 2 for 1, I got fucking 3 for 5. You can do that. I don't like that at all because I am an artist, right? I value my music, whether you like it or not. I value exactly what we're doing. I love the intricacies of that's why I love his beats so much. He puts a lot of love into him, man. He's playing the actual guitar. He's fucking playing the keys. He's really thinking about that. So there are a lot of artists like that, and artists are fucking corny. It's just the truth by nature. So if you approach them and you seem businessy, they're gonna fucking shut down. And it's not even that they don't have the money, because most of them don't, to be honest. But the ones that do, like me, I'm very picky who I give it to. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is very transactional, and I like people that love what they're doing, right?
Exactly.
So when you approach artists, if you can make it I don't want to tell you how to make it seem away, but this is how I think you should be. Only should approach artists that you like you like their fucking music. Approach them. And then it's already more authentic. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
So I'm showing up. I really like your music. I want to be a part of this. And say shit like that. I want to be a part of this, right? Because I really want to be a producer with you. You see what I'm saying? I love that already because I'm looking at it as a partner because this shit is lonely as fuck. I seen this motherfucker writing songs, mixing up shit that sounds like ass just to fucking get people to not listen to it. You know what I mean? That shit is like an emotional battle, and I know y'all got your own plight because before I got enough courage to actually record myself, I just made beats. You know, I sent them to my homies that rap, and I would hope they get on them. You know, so I kind of get y'all's plight a little bit, right? But to the same degree as I became more of an artist, I don't, and I'm bombarded by producers all day, or beat makers, because everyone's not a producer, right?
Good
But
fact.
beat makers and shit all day trying to sell me stuff. He stood out because I think he messaged me like the same day he followed me, but I didn't respond because, like I said, I've got fucking 50 people that DM me the
Right.
same day. But then he messaged me again, but on like a story. But it seems genuine. Like what he's saying, oh, I like this, or da da da. Hey, what have you been thinking about doing? I might not even respond it that day, like, because you'll start talking to me, and I'm getting texted on my other phone, and like I said, I got two lives. So,
And
but he stayed with it.
kept following up. I would have kept following up because I
Yeah,
get.
he stayed with the shit, and I was like, this dude is fucking persistent. Like I'm really thinking that, right? But I go on this shit, I see he's got the credibility too. You know, he's got his he says it's gold certified shit, but I don't care about that, right? Because I know how this shit works,
Yeah.
right? I actually liked his music. So here's a guy saying he likes what I'm doing. He actually knows about my songs. He's telling me about parts he likes. You know what I mean? And I like his shit. When we talk, I know money's gonna come up eventually. I know it is, but he's not interested in it. At first, matter of fact, his deals were very, very generous. Oh, we could, we could do this. You'll figure out a way to work with you. But over time, we built trust, and he got more money from me probably than any other producer. To be honest with you, over time, because he'll work with you, and I feel like we're trying to make something together, right? You know, he's actually keeping it. He's sending me messages. Hey, bro, did you see how far the song got? You see how many streams it got? Oh, I didn't see that. Right? Most of the time, it's just send the beat, disappear. And the last point, and I'll quit talking because I'll go on forever
Love it.
about this.
I
This
love
shit
it, man.
pissing me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very passionate about the producer artist dynamic. Artists have to pay for everything. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
if you're gonna become an expense, people are gonna treat you as one. You have to be
Mm.
seen as like a partner. You know what I mean? Even though it's only fair to compensate you. You know what I mean? If you're serious about the shit, but that two, 300, 400, 1,000, I don't know how much y'all are trying to do, right? But you have to make it to where it's seen as this is the cost for this dude for us to get this done rather than this is what it costs for me to get this dude's beat. They gotta quit thinking about the beat. They gotta think
Fact.
about the outcome of what's gonna end up happening. And you're not gonna do that being a cheeseburger dealer. I don't like that shit. That's all I'm saying.
That's funny as fuck, cheeseburger dealer. And I think
The
one of the biggest
cheeseburger
things
dealer.
that I preach about is sales is more relational than transactional. Like it's not about me selling you the beat. It's like me and you connecting, hopping on the phone. Our visions are aligned, and like we once we do that, then money's just like it's not the focus. It's like how can I help that person get what he wants, and as a byproduct, I'm gonna win either way. Like we get the sale to develop the relationship, not just the end goal is not the sale. The relation is the end goal. The sale is just part of the process. So I guess for you, Zach, like what um what exactly do you feel like separates a good producer from working with you, which is like another DM in your DMs?
I would say one, everyone knows your beats have to be good, right? Your music has to be pretty good. It needs to match what I'm doing. One, like I said, so the music needs to we need to feel like we would work together naturally if we met each other, right? So that's why I think you should seek out people you actually fuck with. And two, I think be genuine. Like it shit sounds generic, but I swear to God, if you actually like someone's shit and you just express that to them that you like it and that you would love an opportunity to work, fucking bro, give people artists got egos, man. You don't have to be gay with it, but you just gotta be like, hey, look, dude, I really like this shit. Like, and say something genuine, like the way that you thought to drop the beat right here, and when you said that, like, I fuck with that, bro. I would love if we could do something together. And maybe I don't know how you say your business up, but maybe you just give them some shit. Here, you can
100.
use this, man. You know what I mean? Then they
Just
can work with you, and then you can. I feel obligated. It's the law of reciprocity, bro. I'm like, I gotta pay you for the next thing. You know what I mean? I got you. And it's been plenty of times I told him, I'm like, bro, I don't have the money right now, but shit. You know what I mean? He'll send me the beat. I'm not gonna steal it. I give him the money the next month. I'm like, here, bro. That's what I
That's
do.
the only reason like I kept following up with you like a pit bull, because like once I know that that person I can help him out, that's the sound that I want, and we can like do something crazy together. Because I know like I introduced you to Hero, and like we actually made like the experience with him, you really loved it. I just have to like chase and not get it on my ego, because I from just understanding the buyer's perspective. If I'm an artist and I get a bunch of DMs like, "Hey, bro, what's your mail for beats or whatever?" Like, I'm not gonna respond because it's commoditized. Like that
Yeah.
guy's just like just trying to send beats out, just trying to get songs. But I knew I want to work with you and I could help you. And if I introduce you to Hero and we make a song together, poof, because your voice was already beautiful, man. Like that's something that I wanted to do.
Appreciate it. I said I want this last thing too. Um, y'all know this because I'm not even speaking to people who aren't in the music industry, right? But I'm just on a different side of it. The majority of the music industry is full of scammers. The majority of it, people are fucking scamming. Even people that are legit, and I've been very close. Like I've worked background, for Atlantic, worked for fucking marketing, like music marketing companies and shit. Like, so I learned how to do this shit before I took the step forward. Those motherfuckers are scamming. The people that are legit, they're scamming the little guy to do the real shit for the big guy. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
This is how it is. So when you're coming up, you're getting scammed all the time, left and right, by DJs, by producers, by you know what I'm saying, by everybody. So do as much as you can to make yourself look legit, dude. Like legit. Like fucking if that means spend fucking a lot of time doing I don't know, my website looks good or whatever y'all got. Or my make sure my profile, my presentation looks good. Because when I go do some shit and you look shiesty, I'm instantly going away. Because most people are scamming, even the people that look real. So I have a story I can tell y'all about just getting scammed by a dude who's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. He's got a suit. He looks official. He's got pictures with celebrities. You see what I'm saying? But you're like, oh, this guy's real. No,
yeah.
two grand,
Mm.
nothing. You see what I'm saying? But that's the normal shit in the
Hold
music
on.
industry.
Why would you pay a lawyer 2K?
I didn't pay him for his lawyer services, right? I paid him for he's a music business person and also a lawyer, if that makes sense, right? So I paid him for supposed to be like a package deal for like South by Southwest type of shit, right? But see, I know him through another guy. You understand? But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, though, I give you a business lesson. Do your business on a credit card, right? So the bank's gonna take care of their money, right? So hey, I just lost 2 grand and the guy scammed me. I got that money back in a day. If
Facts.
they took that off my debit card, oh, we'll get that back 30 to 90 days from now. And we couldn't get it. Sorry. Right. So, yeah, you do your business on a credit card. But that's pretty much what it was. It was supposed to be a package deal, supposed to have some tickets, supposed to have some performance slots, because I also help manage some other artists that are on my team and some other stuff like that. And he's supposed to have connections through other people because he looks valid, right? I know people who know him. So, oh, he seems valid, but no, he's not. That's a real thing because you're not here yet, so we'll scam these guys to promote these dudes, and that's a lot of the music industry.
Right.
Uh,
And the biggest thing with cold outreach, reaching out to people that don't know you exist, is I'm pulled in with some of these guys. So you really at a massive disadvantage if if you're not making content, if you don't look to provide value as much as you can. If you don't hop on a call, it took me and Zach like I think 2 calls. The second call was just like, okay, let's lock in. The first call was just like us getting to know each other and all that. And it was pretty smooth sailing from there. But yeah, guys, if you got any questions, I know that you guys wanted to ask Zach. Donnie, pull up.
Sir, so what's good, bro?
what's good, bro?
I want to ask you this because I understand where you're coming from and what you said about how producers should approach an artist is very true, I believe. And but I have a question like when you, as a producer, when you come to an artist, right, and you tell them that you would love to work with them, you're that you enjoy their music, you actually like give genuine compliments, right? You be genuine. And what if the artist thinks, oh, he wants to collaborate with me, so that way he will give me shit for free. Like I think like a lot of artists have this mindset that when a producer comes up, is genuine, and they just think that they'll get shit for free. Like, what do you think of that? Or is that just a certain amount of artists that do that, or it's just a question I have for you, man.
Yeah, I think it's both, bro. I think I always say artists are on different levels, man. So like I said, there's like level one artists getting scammed by everybody, right? You're still fucking doing showcases to only other artists, you're still fucking not even buying your beats, you're ripping them off YouTube. That's level one artist. Then there's level two, okay, I'm serious about this. Like my friend just got all his songs for the last 5 years taken off all DSPs because his ass never bought a beat, right? Some producer, filed his little case and got all his shit taken off. You know how depressed he is. I'm like, dude, I've been telling you for 6 years to pay for your beats, bro. Pay for your
Damn.
beats, right? They're all gone, right? So that's level like two artists. Then you have people that are okay. I have to, maybe they lease them. I have to buy something. Then you got above that people are like, I'm buying everything, right? Exclusives and actually, I forget what it's called, but when you completely buy a beat, like fully.
Buyout. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, buyout, right? So you have people to do that. I think yes, it depends on the artist. One, so that's true. Um, Two, what I like about Antar was that I knew that I was gonna pay money, but he was working with me, right? In the beginning. It was like it didn't seem so transactional because he's like, well, yeah, bro, I like your shit. This is my business, right? I have a business. I take this shit serious. Obviously he's got placements with bigger artists and he's showcasing the shit he's done besides that, right? So I know that I'm working with someone legit. I'm not gonna, as an artist that is serious about my stuff, I know that I'm not gonna just like expect that shit for free. That's what I'm saying. So to a degree, yeah, but also he worked with it, right? To a degree, right? So it wasn't just like, here's my price, bro. Pay this price, no matter what. Like that is what it is. Because it seems like, hey, man, I fuck with you. Because I'll also tell you that I have a bunch of compliments in my DMs too. It's not all like, here's these beats, here's this beat pack. This man, I love you, bro. This is crazy. I've been listening to this song all day, right? And then you're like, I appreciate it because I'm supposed to respond. That's what they teach you. You respond to everybody. How long you been making music? That's the fucking number one question people love to ask before yeah, I already know what you're about to do. Because I'll go on it, I see producer, I see engineer, I see whatever this is, I know what he's gonna do, right? And
Yeah.
then it's, oh man, that's crazy. It's the same shit. So you have to, like I said, whatever you can do to make it not seem the same, like a scam or transactional. You have to seem like I genuinely want to be a part of this mission you have, because every artist has this like hero arc in their brain where I gotta make it despite all odds, and everything that costs me money and everything that's fucking with me in my way, I gotta kill it. You know what I mean? That's how we feel. So if you feel like if you seem like an enemy of that, it's like I'm gonna ignore you, or a nigga gonna call, like he got called a scammer the other day. Like somebody gonna call you a scammer. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So that's really what it is. No matter what you're gonna deal with it, you're gonna deal with it. But it's just, I think it takes volume, bro. You're gonna fucking get an artist like myself, or you're gonna get people who aren't. But the more legit you seem, the more people that'll fucking be
Exactly.
legit that respond to
Volume
you.
and boundaries. Like if I would try to working with Zach and I just acted like every other producer and I was like, hey fam, like here's my BC, the price for exclusive is 500 and you pay me right now, like, and all that weird shit, he would not have bought and we would not have worked and we would not have gotten 80,000 streams. But because the sale was relational, it was normal. Like, and it didn't even feel like I'm working on a beat. And I was like, bro, like we love this shit. Me and my engineer, we were like, Zach is like, we just enjoy working on a song.
You fucking made a beat out of my vocals. They just did
Exactly.
that for no reason. It's like, bro, I just want, hey, like it's like Saturday or something like that. We already had a conversation, right? This is what I mean. We already had a conversation about, oh yeah, potentially working together. He messaged me like 2 days later. He's like, bro, do you have any like raw vocals you're not gonna use, man? Just we're cooking up right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, give me like an hour. I send him some shit, and he like makes this whole different song out of my vocals. With Antar and Heru, right? Y'all
Yeah.
guys were fucking. I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? So that's just shit that no one else does.
Extra.
They just send me some stuff. So obviously, when he comes by and we are actually working on a song and he names his price, it's no problem, bro. It's like, okay, what it is. I liked what happened already. He showed me his work with, I think that was like a play, huh? He probably had that strategic. I'm gonna show you what I can do with your shit already, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it doesn't feel like I had to take a risk whenever I paid him. You feel me? But I'm not saying to do that every time. It's just different things that he does. You know what I mean? That lend to the trust, because that's what it is. Money and the difference between my money going to you and not is if I trust you or not, right?
100.
So that's really what it is. Y'all are fighting an uphill battle with trust every fucking time you talk to somebody. So
Exactly. Well put. And it was just me going the extra mile, and like just to show you, like it was exactly that. Like here's after we worked together, bro, just like flexing our skills. We were at the studio, we just built the studio together. We're like, yo, I fucking fuck with the energy of Zach, man. Like we can make some shit. And like, Zach, and you send us vocals, and we went crazy. It was the most fun night I had in, I think it was March 2025.
yeah.
It's about going the extra mile. That's literally how you stand out. Some of you guys send one message, oh, the artist ghosted me. Like, yes, bro. You don't understand how many messages they get. Brahim, come up.
Motherfuckers be broke too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fast.
They
That's
like,
Yeah, it's good, bro.
we'll go with you.
Chilling, bro, chilling. I guess before I ask my question, I'll give you a bit more context on like why I'm asking him. I'm a writer, right?
That's
And
dope.
but I'm a write, but the market that I write for primarily right now is I write in Arabic. I can also write in English, and there's a lot of artists that are Arab that do like a hybrid where I do like 80% Arabic, 20% English for them, whatever. So the market that I'm in the Middle East, the culture of that market is it's a standard for the writer to lock in with the artist the same way that a producer locks in with the artist. You know, get they get compensated for the work that they do on a particular song, and then they build a relationship with the artist, right? So like I have a bunch of artists that obviously there's the one-offs that you do a song and whether they come back or not, or like some songs get pitched to the big artists for placements and stuff like that. You know, it's just exactly like producers. So there's a bunch of artists that I'll lock in with, for example, over a long term, and they'll get sharper, creatively more consistent, whatever. And we build a relationship. I get an understanding of the brand and the subject matter that they work on all the time and the stuff and where they want to go direction wise, sound wise, all that stuff. And we build together. But then by coincidence, I ended up taking a peek at the Western market because I was talking to an artist who's based in LA. And we were just talking, and I was telling him like, obviously, like the price depends on what we're working on. But I was telling him on some projects like what I would get for this, what I would get for that. He's like, "What, are you charging this much?" And he was saying that writers in the West don't charge at all for their work, and they only shoot for placements. Like they only shoot for big songs to whatever. And I was thinking like, that's kind of crazy because like I don't know if every writer that's writing is trying to shoot for a platinum plaque, then like all the independent artists are left on their own to figure out their own shit, and they need to be consistent on their own and whatever. They don't have someone to like sharpen creatively together and build together. And that's a service that I don't know if that how true first of all that is, that there are no writers that lock in with artists that are coming up, whatever, and they build a relationship together and they bet on each other and do it that way. And are all writers really just trying to get Chris Brown placements and shit? I don't know. Is that true? And if it is true, like, what's your independent artist perspective on that being the approach for writers in the West?
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and basically I have like this idea, right, that I want to go with. And we were talking about how there are conventions, right? Conventional things. And every way you see to advertise and market and all of that shit in the music industry is just stuff people tried and it worked, so they kept doing it, right? So this is a conventions. But what you're talking about is like something that's unconventional over here. But it doesn't mean that it couldn't work. What you're talking about is a problem that exists that people are not really solving for independent artists. But the thing is, you gotta have to educate the market a little bit, because especially look, I know you're not even you're not trying to write no hip hop shit, but you know, like hip hop is all about, oh, I wrote it, it's my pen, man, you know. So stay away from that shit, right? But there are, like you said, there are artists that have great voices who can't write. You know, they really not good at writing. So you could definitely solve that. I think that just branding yourself that way. And yeah, this is also true that over here in the West, because much like I said, the convention is that if I'm a songwriter, I'm trying to get a publishing deal. right? And if I get a publishing deal, then yeah, I'm just writing all these songs. The label is keeping them, and then they're or the publisher's keeping them, and then they're getting me placements, right? They aren't really artists. Artists are more educated now. I'm not saying this because I don't fully know, but I don't know if writers are there yet with it. The independent writer game, which it sounds dope because like if you can set it up the right way and market yourself the right way and build a whole lot of independent artists or a group of them that actually are churning out good music, I think that could be a thing, bro. I just think it's unconventional for the West. Not that it's not a thing that couldn't work, if that makes sense. But he's doing some unconventional shit, right? Y'all are all here, right? So I'm here. I'm not his only artist that he's got placements with, or obviously he has shit before me. But the thing is, that I think that that's what you need to do. That's usually your selling point, especially when you don't have a bunch of fucking bread behind you and a bunch of people advocating on your behalf. Is that you're unique, and this is what I bring to the table that no one else can bring. And I messaged him yesterday to even get on this. I was like, "Bro, you need to make sure people know you fucking pioneered this shit, bro. Like this is you dude that did this. I've never seen nobody do it like that. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's what I bring. You feel me? So yeah, bro. I think it's just unconventional.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that maybe it's worth looking into. I feel like I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like for writing for the West and independent artists. But yeah, thank you, bro.
Very good. Yeah, if it's unconventional, that means nobody's ever like be proof it's possible. You know what I mean? And Brahim is a crazy writer, bro. Like he's a writer, he's a delivery coach and all of that. And I've never really seen somebody do it in the West. I think there's a lot of things that we could tweak within the music industry, bro. Like we could just form it into our own. Like us, like me and Zach's relationship right now is just like exactly how it should be. It's not like, oh, I got all these placements and I'm flexing and I'm just trying to get these placements with whoever. No, like build his own sign with him, help him blow up. I blow up, everybody wins. There's literally the market right now is just saturated by the way that the label runs things and the labels fuck shit up. So we have to take back all the control and all the power by combining the artist and perspective on like uniting on one vision essentially. Um, Amazing. Anybody has any other question for Zach? I know he's a little busy right now.
Yeah, quick one, more like a customer development kind of question, not related to sales. Can you hear me, Zach?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, you said you've been working a lot with, like you said you work in the business consulting. You also work with some marketing teams. What I do is I help artists monetize their music, whether it's through catalog acquisitions or licensing deals or just, advanced deals based on royalties. We also do like we help artists monetize their music in different ways. Also, we do marketing as well. So, what is your like biggest struggle as a independent artist when it comes to marketing? How to push your music?
Biggest struggles with how to
Yeah,
push.
how to push your music. Yeah, like on the marketing side, what's the biggest thing to prevent you from getting more streams and shit?
Hold on, let me see. Let me think. I don't know. Let me. Well, I mean, the biggest struggles. I'm different because I don't have to pay people to run ads and shit like that, right? I was the guy that people paid to do that. So I can do that myself. So I have that pretty much down packed on all the platforms you can do it. The hard thing, I guess, what kind of gate keeps you from being I don't even know if this will help, dude. But I'm saying, like, what kind of gate keeps you from being? You can have a million streams, you can be running your ads, you can have all these followers, but what gate keeps you from being like a mainstream artist versus an artist that's kind of like, or a big mainstream underground artist, if that makes sense, versus an artist like that's just doing numbers and the silent is like the I guess like coverage by other pages, blogs and I guess you would have other music curators. Not so much like people doing fucking arm dances to your music, you know what I'm saying? But the coverage from like the bigger blogs or even the smaller ones. So
Blog posts aren't working, you know that.
you said what?
Blog posts aren't working, you know that.
But I'm saying though, what it is it's not that I don't think that they necessarily lend to streams, right? But what they do is they
No,
lend to
yeah,
yeah,
for
they don't
awareness, definitely. For awareness, yeah.
Yeah, they lend to other opportunities. You look bigger than you are, right? Because the
Yeah.
difference between I've seen artists that are covered that I have more like my numbers are better than yours. I'm like, so why are you being covered and I'm not? But it's because it's how you're marketing yourself. So when a brand comes to you, they go, "Oh, this guy's big," even though he's not, he's just covered. So I think that's very expensive for an independent artist. You're gonna get
Yeah.
the independent artist deal versus, like I said, I've been on the other side, and because they have volume, they're not paying $1,500 for this series of 3 posts. They're paying maybe at the unit level $300 for a post because they've got 20 artists that they can promise these people continuously. So everything is more expensive for you as an independent artist. I think that. So I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not the best for the ad shit or the marketing shit.
Okay, so you can confirm that the biggest struggle about marketing is it's being expensive.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah. So they cost because it literally costs you more, right?
Yes.
When you think
Yes.
about it.
Okay. I have a solution for that.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, I can DM you on Instagram.
Yeah, DM me, bro. DM me.
I'll just share it
Make
with
sure
you
you
today.
make sure you say that we were in this though, because like I said,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
probably gonna ignore the shit if I
Just
don't.
say Antar as a pattern.
No, I have a blue check. You'll
Yeah, I
see the
got
DM.
I got plenty of those too. I got plenty of those. I got plenty of those.
That's good.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I got you. I'll text
good.
you.
Swamp.
Bad, bro. Interested.
Any other questions before we hop off? Took us a minute. All good? Malfoy.
I wanted to say something.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't come up with a question, but I just wanted to say keep going, and that's it.
Beautiful,
Appreciate you, bro.
man.
Appreciate you. You too. You too. Whatever you're doing, man, keep going.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go. Thank you, Malfoy. All right, Zach. Thank you for hopping on the call, bro. It's been my pleasure working with you for over a year and just seeing your text yesterday, man. That's very generous of you, bro. And I'm really glad that I connected with you and I kept following up and we made a song together. We're gonna make more.
Yeah.
2026, bro. End of 2026. We're gonna keep working, gonna keep making more songs and working on one goal, aligning the artist and producer and stopping all that weird shit that goes on right now.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely, man. Best of luck to all y'all, man.
Thank you, Zach, for hopping on.